Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to a new Infinite Flight video with me and myself. I got Zorcvin here today. Really quickly, I just wanted to mention, before I get started, my other channel, I have it running. There's a trip report uploaded. So if you guys want to go check that out, feel free. But today we're going to fly Aer Lingus. Haven't done this in a long time. We're going to do a really short hop today. We're not going to do anything too long, as I want to keep this video under 45 minutes if possible. And that way you guys don't have to sit through such a long video, because I know it gets a little bit repetitive and boring. So we're going to try something a tad bit different. I'm just looking for a right airport we can fly out of. We've done Los Angeles quite a bit, so I'm going to change it up. Obviously, let's do Orange County here. We're going to park at gate 07. And we'll maybe fly. Well, I don't know if we're gonna do that. We might as well not fly with an Airbus A3. Well, because I don't know, Airbus. We do have Etihad airlines that we could go with, or we can go with the 737. Which one should we go with? That's my question. I've done WestJet. I've done Turkish. How about a Southwest 2000? I can't decide. Let's do a 2014 Southwest flight. So, anyways, guys, welcome back to a new video. Back with Air Show, and so life is good. Do have OBS. I did download that earlier today, so I will hopefully get some desktop recordings going here pretty soon. But as of right now, that has not happened because I can't figure out how to work the audio with that. So yeah. Alright, we're sitting here at John Wayne International Airport, and let's go ahead and fly out of John Wayne, and we'll make our way up to the Mexico area, which I don't recall the name for, which kind of sucks, because I wish I did. Oh, I know what it is. I know the ICO code on it, so that'll be easy to do. According to I don't want to do any sharp turns, because that's gonna kick us off course. So I want to keep it kind of. Whoops! I don't want the information. I don't care. Let's go there, and then that should take us right over the ILS, which is nice. 92 nautical miles. We'll be cruising altitude of 10,000 feet. I know it's a little bit short. Lower than we normally would expect to cruise at, but on a flight like this, I don't think we need to cruise at that high of an altitude, and I think you guys can agree with me. I will be doing a landing Lights 101 on the 737 here pretty soon, and there will be a bunch of hotel reviews coming out here in the next few weeks, so stay tuned to my YYC Traveler channel as things get underway for that. So, with a pretty easy route here, let's go ahead and just make sure we have everything. Let's check our runway departure here. I've never actually flown out of John Wayne. Well, I can tell you this, all the routes we have picked, well, I guess they'll merge into each other, so I guess we could take either of these two runways. Alright, so let's go ahead and do a pushback, and let's get started with this flight. Beautiful 730. Yes, I'm using the old Southwest livery. I'm not using the newest one that they have out on stock. Just because we're probably going to use a shorter runway over here, I think, is what we're going to do. Yeah, it's time to get back in the air and refresh our flying skills once again. It's been a few weeks. I think travel and gaming now, I think we're going to primarily stick with the flying simulators as of right now. I'm waiting for I'm hoping they're going to release X-Plane 11 on mobile, so that way we have something to use. But for right now, we're just going to use this. So we're not going to, we have all our instructions, and we can just go and taxi on out of here and get started on our takeoff here really quickly. And yeah, my brother's in the background yelling and screaming. If you guys want to see, I don't know, I'm planning to get American Truck Simulator, hopefully here in the near future. I'm just hoping that my Dell laptop can actually run it, because if it doesn't run it, then it's useless getting it. But we're about ready to go here. We're going to be taking off of runway, what is this, 20 left. Turn on our landing strobe lights. Holy cow, this is a tiny ass runway. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, we're going to have to do a full power here. Now, I know Southwest operates out of this airport, as this is one of their main airports. Maybe it's not one of their hub airports, but I know it is an airport they fly in and out of. So, everything looks good. We'll just do a quick flight controls test. Left, right, up, down, looks all good. And let's have a look outside. This is our beautiful Southwest Airlines. First officer is Zorcvin today, even though he's not in this seat. But anyways, here we go, guys. I'm going to check our heading here before we roll off of this runway here. Alright, what's our first initial heading? 196, and we are heading, I can't tell. So, find out in the air. Alright, let's go ahead and power up. Listen to those beautiful engines stabilize. And we are up and running. Brakes off. We're going to put a little bit of pressure down on the nose gear. If you guys don't know, we're heading, I don't even know what the heck our heading is right now. Heading 195, and it's only, what's our map telling us to do? 196, so we're only 1 degrees off, so I wouldn't be too concerned. Oh god, we're not going to get off of the runway. Lift off. Oh gosh, that was a steep climb out, but otherwise we wouldn't have made it off the runway. Gear up. And we can start retracting our flaps. Alright, so heading select. We're going to go 10,000 feet. Nothing more than 10,000, maybe 10,500. But that's about it. And everything looks good. Alrighty. Beautiful sunset here in Orange County. And we're going to make our way up to San Diego here pretty quickly. One of the things I'm going to try this time is I'm going to hold our flaps down as much as we can before you can hear those beautiful engines just spooling. Alright, let's hold that in there. And we're climbing out of here pretty nicely. We're going to be reaching Santa Catalina here pretty quickly. I don't even know if we're passing Santa Catalina. It looks like we're going to pass it, but we're not going to see it. So, we'll see you guys in cruise. Alright guys, so we're climbing through flight level 1000 or 3,500 here. We're going to step up our climb just a tad bit so we can get up to that 10,000 mark here. Actually, let's just drop it to 9,000 feet because I'm just worried we're not going to make it up that high with only 90 some miles to go. We're going to climb up a tad bit higher, do a little bit of a steeper climb out for those on the board. And yeah, we're going to be turning to a heading of 178 here in a minute. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. I'm going to go and turn off I'm going to ring the sign here. Now, I was going to do an A321 flight, but I figured it'd be kind of short haul for A320. We could probably do this flight with a CRJ 200. An A321 is an overkill, but, yeah. Now, I know you guys are probably like, hey, where's the safety video for Southwest? Well, I can tell you this, they don't have an official, I don't think they've released a video on YouTube yet, so I will try to get you guys one of those videos here in the near future with Southwest Airlines. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for it. So, I mean, for those of you who really want to know, like, do the safety briefing and all that, I will do it. But like I said, today was just kind of a shorter flight to hop over and get over to Mr. San Diego, which is Lindbergh. And once we get down to Lindbergh, we'll get on our way And I don't know if we're going to be doing a multiplayer. I might do a multiplayer Terraria here shortly after this one. But we'll make a decision towards that later on. But coming up to our cruising altitude here, we've lowered our flight. And we're going to turn off our seatbelt sign right now. And also as well as turn off our vertical speed here. Turn off our strobe lights. I know, yeah, it sounds weird that I turned off my strobe lights for the first time. So actually, we'll leave them back on.
Just leave them back on.
Yeah, I like the flashing strobes. They look cool. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached our cruising altitude of 9,000 feet for this short couple-minute hop over to San Diego. Not San Diego, what am I talking about? We're going to the other airport. San Diego's a lot shorter than this, so we're not going to San Diego. We're going to, what is this? Tijuana, General Alberto Rodriguez International. That's where Southwest is flying to. Okay. Well, we got that figured out, so. And, yeah. Southwest Airlines. Yeah, when we get to cruise descent here, I'm going to go and manually fly the aircraft myself, as I know a lot of you guys like seeing that. I actually enjoy manually flying this bird by myself, because I think it's more realistic in the flying aspect of it than getting somebody else or autopilot to do it for you, so that's what we're doing. Maintaining 250 knots here, and we're just turning to a heading of 136. 4 minutes in flight, so yeah, it should be a nice flight here. We'll start our descent around maybe 40 nautical miles or so out. I'll get down to 4,000 feet pretty quickly there. So yeah, 25 nautical miles to go on this heading, and then we'll be turning to heading 118 for another 30-ish nautical miles, and we should be on the ground here in about 10-15 minutes. But yeah, what a beautiful Southwest aircraft this is. I love Southwest, and Southwest has always been nice. So it's an honor to fly Southwest. And yeah, we are not affiliated with the real Southwest. I am not a real pilot. I am just a, a person that loves aviation as much as anybody else would. So yeah. Alright, we are 9,000 feet, 5 minutes into our flight, and we're 64 nautical miles away. These are really short hops. In fact, I don't even know they operate these short hops because of how short they are, so, yeah. Alright, ground speed of 292 knots, and we're Mach 0.45 now. Again, it's a short flight, it's a short hop, so not really fast today, but, yeah. Let's do a flyby, kind of, that's a scenic, I don't want to, does a, oh, that looks wicked, yo. That looks freaking wicked. There's that. And yes, there is a free mode that you can use. I don't know exactly, oh, there you go. So I guess if you increase, I don't get it. 59 nautical miles to go, almost there. And at this point, we're going to start our initial descent down to 7,000. I know it's not a planned descent, but we're going to do it here at 1,000 feet. The cabin's only serving water, so we're going to give them a little bit extra time here as the engine's pulled back. And we've started our initial descent here into Tijuana Airport at 1,000 feet of vertical speed. So I'll put the aircraft right at level. And there you go. Again, it's a really short flight. It's only going to take about 20 minutes or so. Not even, because we're only, 56 nautical miles left to go. Maybe 10 minutes at the minimum. So, yeah. And the reason why we do these shorter initial descents is this way we don't have to put on our seatbelts. Right now, of course the captain does, but the passengers on board right now don't need the seatbelts on. Just because of how slow our descent is. And yeah, we'll be landing here in in Tijuana here and pretty quickly. So we're gonna ring the. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Southwest and your entire flight crew, we are starting our initial descent down to flight level 6000 here, but you do not need your seatbelts at this time, as it is, again, it's initial descent. Once we start our final approach, I will be turning on the seatbelt sign. At that point, I'd ask that everyone please return to your seats with your seatbelt fastened, your tray table stowed, and your seat in the upright position as we prepare for a landing here in Mexico. Again, this is one of the flights that Southwest doesn't normally do, but I'm doing it just because I can. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time I'd be asking in about 10 minutes or so, everyone please return to your seats with your seatbelt fastened, tray table stowed and your seat in the upright position, and on behalf of Southwest, your captain and your first officer and your whole entire Southwest flight crew, it's been a pleasure serving you today on this short 15-minute hop over to Tijuana, Mexico, and we should be on the ground here in a couple minutes. Alright, going down, passing 6,700. Once we turn final here, we will start the final descent down to flight level 4,000 to intercept the ILS localizer into Mexico. Alright guys, so our next waypoint's coming up here. It's going to be a heading of 118. We're going to track 118 and over into final, and then we'll be on ILS. So it'll be pretty quick. Not much further to go. Again, I want to quickly just tell you guys that after this video, I don't know if we're going to do another one of these. We might do another couple short hops. I haven't done a lot of short hops, but I have done quite a few flights in and out of the Los Angeles County. What's this? What airport's this? This is a 29 Palms. Yeah, we're not going to be flying that at all. I'm going to reduce our speed here to 220 knots here. Start slowing down for the approach. And we'll start our turn to 118. Alright. Spoilers can come up. Increase our drag here. Slow the aircraft down. And we've just turned on course to heading 118. And by the look of things, probably about halfway through here. Well, where's the ILS here? That's my question. Okay, so we're not going to descend to 4,000 until we reach the next waypoint. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this little bit of a cruise. I don't know why the aircraft is already tilting up, because we do not need flaps at this fast. Actually, no, I'll set flaps 1 in. How about that? Yeah. I said I wouldn't set any flaps till final, so I'm going to keep with my words. Hopefully we don't stall the aircraft on landing. And then we're going to have to call Mayday. Alright, 38 nautical miles in, and, well, I'm actually going to go and turn on the fasten seatbelt sign here in a couple minutes, guys. We are now cruising at an altitude of 6,000. I'm going to reduce our speed to 200 knots. I don't know why the aircraft wants us to put flaps in already. Alright, let's go ahead and, you know what, guys, just for the sake of it, I'm going to go ahead and descend down to flight level 5,500, just because I can. Yeah. I'm going to put flaps 5 in now. Start lowering the aircraft. Now, normally you wouldn't put flaps in this early, but, just with the way the aircraft is acting, I want to put the flaps in as quick as I can, to help the drag, you know, reduce a lot, so. But obviously we won't be putting much flaps in until we get into, onto ILS. When the gear comes down, we'll be putting full flaps. It's going to be a full approach. Our approach speed today is going to be VREF plus 132, so we are landing at this way at 132 knots. So we're going to set our final approach speed on autopilot to 132, and we'll maintain that till the threshold. Alright. just gonna let that run. Actually, you know what? I wonder if I should turn on the fasten seatbelt sign here. Alright, you know what? Another good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of your captain in the Southwestern Alliance, I've turned on the fasten seatbelt sign as we've started our final approach into Tijuana, New Mexico. New Mexico. So, this time, please return to your seats with your seatbelt fastened, tray table stowed, and your seat in the upright position, please. Thank you. Flight attendants, prepare for arrival cross-check. I always love that ding noise. Always sounds so good. Now, what happens if we don't put any flaps? I want to see though. Oh, it's not doing a difference here. Okay. Wow, we are descending freaking slow. Holy. The spoiler's armed. As soon as we hit the ground, we won't have spoiler issues. Coming into Mexico City. Mexico City. I don't even know if this is part of Mexico because it's in the Southern California border. Yeah, I don't know. Tijuana General Alberto Rodriguez International. It's the Glass Bravo airspace, so I guess it is quite busy, even on a typical day. Interesting. Alright, 16.2 nautical miles to go. Are you gonna record any videos? No? You should start a gaming channel. Just pure gaming. You know? Alrighty. Still coming down here. Alright, so, out here, I think we actually passed by San Diego. In fact, there's San Diego International right there. That's where we would be going. But again, like I said, I wanted to change things up for you guys. So I decided not to go to San Diego again because I was getting sick of that place. How do you get sick of an airport? Yeah, you go too many times, eh? That's exactly how you get sick of it. Alright. Bringing the speed down quite a bit. I'm going to be putting more flaps in as we start to bring that speed down quite a bit. Go flaps 15 here. Yep, flaps 15 did the trick. I could put my gear down at this point, but we are still a ways out, so once we hit about, we're gonna go, actually, how long is the runway? Because if it's a short runway, what I'm gonna do, oh, that's a very short runway, so we're gonna have to get it on the ground and get it stopped pretty quickly, so we're gonna go minimum. So look at that runway. Look at that runway distance. Ooh, that's short.
Hell yeah.
That's short. Yeah. So we're going to have to get the aircraft on the runway and get it stopped ASAP. Otherwise, we're going to overshoot it. So, I'm going to actually get it slowed down to final approach at 132. And then we can get it stopped here. So let's go ahead and reduce speed here a bit more. Gear down. Flaps 25. I know we are making this approach early, but I don't want to overshoot the runway here because it is only a couple thousand feet. It's not even a couple thousand, I don't think. It's really short of a runway, so we're going to try to get the aircraft on the ground and get it stopped as soon as we can. Otherwise, we might run into issues. So we'll be hand flying it here in the next few minutes as soon as we touch on. I could go flaps 40 at this time. This is going to be a full flap landing, guys, so just be aware. I am doing a full flap landing on this one. Just because of the distance of that runway, I am kind of scared right now to even land this thing. Because of how short that runway is. We might just keep it at 140 knots. And, is that even the right airport? Jesus Louises. I'm not even at the right airport. What am I doing, Mr. Travel and Gaming? Well, I think you guys all know my first name by now. People will mention it back and forth. You know what? We're gonna do a change of plans here. I was gonna go to MTJJ, but this airport up here looks a whole lot closer, KNRS. So, you know what that means. We're going to Imperial Beach International, a regional airport. How fun is that? How fun is that? So, we're going to change course here, and we're going to fly to Imperial Beach. I don't know if you can ask for more than that. Now, I don't think you'd operate a 737 out of that type of an airport, but, hey, you know, why not give it a shot? Alright, I'm going to take control of altitude here. I'm going to hand fly the aircraft down now. So yeah, like I said, we were going to go to the other airport, but I've decided to go to Imperial Beach instead. So that's where we're going. Imperial Beach. How fun is that? You know what? Since we're going to Imperial Beach, yeah, we're gonna have to get the aircraft on the runway and get it stopped because of the distance we have on that runway. That's a short ass runway. My God. Have I ever seen a runway that short? I mean, I've seen short runways, don't get me wrong, but I've never landed an aircraft on a regional airport like this big of an aircraft. I guess if you can land Donald Trump's aircraft, not not that you want to, interfere with that, but I guess if we can get Donald Trump 757 on the ground here, we could probably get this aircraft. Oh, we're way high. We are way high. Alright. Spoilers in flight. Heading left. We gotta get that heading corrected there. I'm gonna go and recalibrate the device here as we continue our. Oh, hello. Oops. Trying to get this aircraft on the ground and get it stopped. Because the last thing we need is nothing. And the one thing I like about Infinite Flight, guys, don't get me wrong, is I love how they're improving this game every single day. I mean, obviously they're not running updates out every single day, but, you can just tell by the improvements from when we first started this game back in, 2014? The aircraft sounds just so horrible. But now if you listen to it, it sounds like an actual aircraft landing, so. Big shout out to Flying Development Studios for doing that. Over the years I've actually really enjoyed this game, and I fell in love with it. But, yeah. So yeah, let's go see how I don't know if Imperial Beach is an airport that we should be flying a big 737 down onto, but hey, I'm giving it a shot. Now, I think we're a tad bit high for ILS here, so I'm kind of descending a little bit faster, not going crazy over. If we miss it, we can always do a miss approach. But we have to get the aircraft on the runway and get it stopped. So. Let's just cut the speed down quite a bit more. Like I said, we're probably going to go to a final approach speed of 132. Just with the way that this is. I'm going to get myself comfortable here because we do have to get it on the ground. Okay. 1,000, roger. Minimum's landing. And here we go, guys. Final approach. Best of luck. Cutting that speed way down. Yeah, we're gonna miss this runway. I can already feel it. 500 runway 09er. 400. 300. Get it on the ground, Come on. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Alright, successful landing here in Imperial Beach. We're on the ground. And like I said, we had to... Whoa, that's loud. Jesus. Like I said, guys, I wanted to get it on the ground here and get it stopped because of the runway distance. And obviously, this airport, it's got a bit more of a runway distance. And this is a tiny... And I mean a tiny... Look at that. Look at how fat this runway is. Holy... Like, let me show you guys what a regular runway looks like. This is a regular length of a runway. Look at the, just, oh my god. I cannot, is this even a runway? Yeah, it is. My god. That's a tiny runway. Now we got slow down. My goodness. Alright, welcome to Imperial Beach, everyone. That was not the final destination of this aircraft, but due to travel and gaming, and he is the captain, we landed in Imperial Beach.
Thanks for flying with us, folks. Now get out.
Yeah. Well, that was not really professional, but okay. Alrighty, guys. So let's go ahead and clean up the. Aircraft. We did a full flap landing. Something I rarely ever do. I always use flaps 30. But here's a replay of the landing, and I'm not going to show you the whole landing procedure. That would have been bad. But yeah, we got it on the runway probably within the first 100 meters. Nope, I lied. More than the first 100 meters. Actually, you know what? We got it on the runway pretty fast here. The front wheel kind of bounced, but other than that, we got it on the runway and got it stopped pretty quickly. Like I said, we'd be using full brakes on this one. And you could probably just tell by the way that the aircraft was going down. You know, we'd be on the ground pretty fast. So, again, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was not our intended airport that we were supposed to land at. But I wanted to try something a little bit newer. And so I decided to come in for a landing here. No, that is really loud. Alrighty, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. And that is it. Take care. And there's Lowell.